Hi guys, thank you for clicking on this video and you're welcome to my channel. My name is Friend, and if you are new here, I create crochet content tutorial. So today I'll be showing you how to make this top. I posted a short on it asking if anyone wanted a tutorial on it, and I got one person to comment they wanted a tutorial, so I'll be making the tutorial for that person and for all of you guys as well. This top is made up of a ribbon and a lemon stitch, a double crochet and a single crochet. You just alternate between the stitches, and I'll be using a 3.5mm crochet hook and some leftover yarns. I use these yarns for the cargo pants I did on my channel. If you haven't watched that video yet, go and watch it. So I'll be using the deep blue parts for the ribbon. I've already got ahead to make the ribbon, but I'll be showing you how to make the ribbon, and I'll give you the measurements after I'm showing you how to make the ribbon. So for the ribbon, just going to put this aside. For the ribbon, you grab your yarn, your color A, and you make a slip knot. So after you make a slip knot, go ahead and chain 12. So I have 12 stitches, and then you're going to go into the second stitch with a single crochet. You can't go into the first stitch, so the second stitch you're going to go in there with a single crochet, and go ahead and single crochet all the way down, leaving you with 11 stitches. So now I have my 11 stitches. I have my first row. So now you're going to be working in the back loop only. Chain up one, you turn your work and into this back loop. Instead of going into this two loop, you're not going to go in there, you're going to go into the back loop, into one loop, and make a single crochet. So for this ribbon, you're going to be working in the back loop. So the next stitch, you also go in the back loop, and we are going to be crocheting the back loop till we have our desired length. So go ahead and single crochet in the back loop till you get to the end of this row. So this is row 2, and basically we'll be repeating this so when you get to the last stitch, be careful, because if you don't get in there, it might get missing. So you can count your stitches to help you. So into the last loop, you still go into your back loop, chain 1. So every time you end your row, chain 1, turn your work, and then go into the back loop right away, and then make your desired length. So for the ribbon, I counted the old top I have, and then I had 108 stitches. So I did the same thing for this stitch. So I'm going to unravel it. So go ahead and just repeat till you have your desired length. And I'm going to grab my tape measure and measure this up. But I did count and it was 110. So I had a tape measure here, and sorry, it was 108. Um, so this is my tape measure, and I already stretched this. So this is supposed to be the measurement of your under bust, not your bust measurement, because the stitch we are going to be doing, the lemon stitch, is stretchy. So this is about 25 inches, and it can stretch more, can stretch. So 108 is fine, but just make sure it's the same measurement as your under bust when stretched, because the stitch we are using is stretchy. This top, the first time I did it was really tight to wear, but it loosens up. So That's why I'm saying when stretched. So let it fit your underbust measurement when stretched. So now we are going to join and then do this part of the top. I'm going to join and then we'll switch the yarns. So make sure you have a flat edge. So I'm going to remove my hook, insert my hook into the first single crochet and then pull through. And then I'm going to be joining with a single crochet. So into the next stitch, I'm going to weave this in as I go. So I'm going into stitch row 2 and joining. So to the next stitch. But it looks like I didn't join this well because I can't really see. The blue is a little darker for me, so I'm going to unravel this and join this off camera, but go ahead and join it and make sure you enter into every stitch. So I am back and I'm done joining. So this will be my bad side. You can turn this around. So for this work, this is the part I joined. As you wear it, you will be hard to recognize that part. So go ahead and just chain one and cut off your yarn. So we're going to grab your second color, which is the color B. Insert your hook into the place you joined. I'm going to weave this in as I go. So pull through, chain one, into that same stitch you make a single crochet. And into the next single crochet stitch, make a single crochet. And then go ahead and make a single crochet in every stitch all the way around. So I'm done going all the way around with my single crochet and I compared it to this top and it seems smaller and tighter, but trust me, when you wear it, it stretches. So this is my first row. So we're going to start with the actual and one stitch. So go ahead and join with a slip stitch into the next row. So for the next row you chain one and I'm going to turn my work and into this very first stitch I'm going to go in there with a double crochet. To the next stitch, go in there with a single crochet, and then the next stitch, go in there with a double crochet. So alternate single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet. So it's been really long since I did this top, so I'm trying my best to remember how I did it, but I remember this is how I was doing it. So single crochet, double crochet. So I know with that double crochet I'm going to go in there with a single crochet. So double crochet, So go ahead and alternate this till you get to the end of this row, and I'll show you how to end and begin a new row. So I'm at the end of row 2 and I'm going to end with a single crochet. Join with a slip stitch into the double crochet stitch you started with. Chain 1, turn your work, and if you ended with a single crochet, you start with a double crochet. And if you ended with a double crochet, you start with a single crochet, because on top of every double crochet you have to go in there with a single crochet, and on top of every single crochet you have to go in there with a double crochet. If you get confused, you see the double crochet is thick, so you go in there with a single crochet, and then for the single crochets you see this tiny V, you go in there with a double crochet, and then you continue alternating. So basically, if you ended with a double crochet, you start with a single crochet. If you ended with a single crochet, you start with a double crochet. So go ahead and I'll meet you at the end of row 3, just to go over the rules one last time. So I'm at the end of row 3 and I'm left with just one stitch, which is a single crochet. So it looks like I'll always be ending with a single crochet and be starting with a double crochet, and that's fine. This is chain up 1, turn, and so I ended with a single crochet. I'm going to start with a double crochet. So that is a trend or pattern for this top. Trust me, it may look small, but when you wear it, it will stretch. For this project, that's how tight I was able to get a top to last. So I don't know how many rows I did. I didn't count, so I'll be going according to measurements. So I'll be doing up to where the back panel ends. Hold on. So I'll be doing up to where the back panel ends. I'm going to measure that for you guys. So from the back panel to where it ends is about 4 inches, and then this small piece is 1 inch. So the whole top here is 5 inches. So go ahead and then do your top till you have 4 inches if you want yours as short as mine. So that's what I'll be doing, and I might alternate the color because the light blue is not enough. So when I finish it, I'll just continue with the deep blue or alternate it. I'm not sure yet. So I'll meet you when you have 4 inches, sorry, 4 inches of your top, and I'll show you how to decrease. So I'm back and I have 20 rows in total. So for the top, I did 8 rows of the light blue, 4 rows of the deep blue, and I did another 8 rows of the light blue, and my light blue yarn is finished. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut off my yarn, and this is enough. Mind you, this looks smaller, but when you wear it to be extremely tight, but as you wash it, it will become loose, just like this top I have here. So with the measurements, I struggled a little, but I managed to count the rows, and I had 20 rows here. So I just went ahead to make 20 rows because the measurements doesn't fit. It looks a little bit taller than this, but it will come together once you start wearing it. So go ahead and make 20 rows. If you want your top to be longer, I can make 21, 22, 23 rows, how many rows you want. So I'm going to cut off my yarn because I already chained up one. So grab your stitch marker and divide the top into 2 and mark the edges. So I already went ahead to mark the edges. So divide the top into two and just mark the edges. So I am left with my deep blue yarn, so I'm going to be making additional 8 rows. I counted this, and this is also 8 rows. I'm going to make an additional 8 rows of decreases. So after you divide your top into two, remove the first stitch marker, insert your hook. I'm going to insert it into where I cut off my yarn. Chain up one, and when you chain up one into the next stitch, right, you go in there. This is a single crochet, so you're going to go into a single crochet with a double crochet. I didn't do that well, so I'm weaving the extra two yarns in. So a single crochet, a double crochet. So go ahead and alternate between your single crochet and double crochet, and I'm at the end of this row. So I'm back and I'm at the end of the marked place. I'm left with the last two stitches, and I'm left with a single crochet. So I'm going to go in the single crochet not complete, going to the next stitch and then decrease, chain up one, turn my work, and I'm going to skip this stitch and going to the next stitch with a single crochet because this is a double crochet, and then go ahead and alternate between your single crochet and double crochet. So go ahead and do that, and I'm meeting at the end of this row 2. And I realized I didn't give you the measurement, so when I come back, I'll give you the measurements at the end of the video for everything. So I'm at the end of row 2, and I'm left with my last two stitches, and I'm supposed to be doing a double crochet. So you start with your double crochet, don't complete, go into the next stitch, and then pull through 2 and pull through 4 loops. Chain up one, turn your work, and skip this first stitch and into the second, go in there with a double crochet because that was a single crochet, and then alternate. So go ahead and repeat this. You have 8 rows in total for the top. So I'll show you how to end and begin your row one last time. So when you have that with your last 2 stitches, let me know or come back. When you have your last 2 stitches, come back and see how to do that one last time. So I'm back and I'm at the end of row 3, and because this is deep blue, you may not be able to see, but I'm left with 2 stitches and I'm left to end my row with a double crochet again. So you start with your double crochet, don't end, go into the next stitch and then finish up. Chain up one, turn your work, skip this very first stitch and into the next, go into there with a double crochet because it's supposed to be a double crochet that's supposed to go in there. So if you're supposed to be a single crochet, go in there with a single crochet. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to complete this off camera and I'll show you the final product. So I'm back and I have 20 rows in total for the deep blue. Sorry, I have 28 rows in total. This place being 20 rows and this place being 8 rows, the deep blue being 8. So don't cut off your yarn. Just go ahead and chain a long chain for the straps. For the old one, I just did a very long chain and typed it. Right now I have 70 chains and I'm going to be measuring it. I don't want to chain it like, I don't want to do it like what I did. I just left the excess here. So let's see if I won't do that. So it's equal to 14 inches. I'm gonna make it 14. So before I go ahead, I'm going to measure the top for you. The top is equal to 7, almost more than 7 inches. So yeah, the back as well. The back is 7 inches because the front has stretched a little bit. Because I remember the first time I tried it was 7 inches, a little bit about 7 inches here. And then for just the back is 5.5 inches, and just this part without the ribbon is 4 inches, give and take. And it's the same for this one as well. 7 inches. Can't see. 7 inches. I forgot to measure the ribbon. I'll do that. So this is 5.5 as well, with without a ribbon 4 inches, and then with just the ribbon is almost 2 inches. This as well almost 2 inches. The measurements look quite different because this is old, this is new, and it stretches and it becomes different as you wash it, but it's the same. So I'm going to put this aside, and I have 70 chains. That is equal to the 14 inches I just measured. Okay, it's 13, but it stretches, so I'm going to leave it at the 13. When I measured the first time, sometimes pushing it can be tricky, so I need this to assist me see where I decided to 4 inches. 4 inches. So I'll measure 4 inches from the base, and I think in the middle is 5 inches. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to measure 4 inches here and grab a stitch marker. I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. So I'm going to check the middle and see if it's equal to 5 inches. A little bit off, but okay. So this is 4 inches. This should be 4 inches. So let me mark here 5 inches. I'll just ignore that. It's not a big deal. So just the top will change and stretch. It really took me a long time to do this. So, but the difference is not that much. And these is 4 inches at both edges. So that's fine. It's 4 inches here. So I'm going to attach my 70 chains. To my marked space. So I'm going to remove that stitch marker, insert my hook, and then insert the loop and pull through the loop. And I'm going to single crochet into the chain at the side, and that will be it. So I'm going to go into the same chain as I'm doing, and then slip stitch to give it a firm grip. Chain one, and then you can cut off your yarn. So I'll weave this in later. Just weave this in, and then I'll do the same thing for this side. So I'm going to insert my hook into the very first. I'm going to make a single crochet in there to secure it. So I'll count my single crochet as 1, 2, 3, 4, and chain 70. I have 70 chains for this side as well, and I'm gonna make sure it's straight, 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 straight. So remove your marked space, insert your hook in there, and grab the loop, and you pull through the loop. Then you tighten the loop from here. So as I did, I'm going to single crochet into the next just to secure it. Insert my hook into the chain space and make a slip stitch. Chain up one and cut off the yarn, and then you can weave in your work later. So this is my top. Thank you guys for watching to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as promised, I asked who wanted to see the tutorial for the top, and I got only one comment, and yet I did the top. So don't be afraid to ask for a tutorial for anything, and I'll be glad to make it for you. See you in the next video.